time for part 2. Are you ready to listen to me talk about food? Anyways, hi, I'm Joseph.
And I'm Noah.
And welcome to...
Okay. Today, we will be talking about...
food. So here's a real question for you.
Questions.
What makes something organic?
No clue. I have no idea.
Like, just eat a fucking tomato, bitch.
Well, the thing is, I think they put things that aren't supposed to be in it in non-organic ones.
Oh.
Like, organic means that it, like, I think it means it grew on its own. Or not grew on its own, because you have to plant it. But, like, without GMOs, without pesticides and stuff like that. So, everything should be organic. Honestly, the thing with GMOs should be the more expensive one. Because they're adding stuff to it.
Well, the GMOs, it's cheaper because they can make it grow faster. They can make more of them on one plant.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
So organic, I think, is just natural.
Okay, so overall, everybody eat your organic fruits and vegetables. Now let's talk about fruits and vegetables. Fuck vegetables.
Okay, I love vegetables. Thank you very much.
Fuck them vegetables.
Fruits are better, though.
I agree. If I had to live off of one thing for the rest of my life, I would be okay with it being fruit.
You wouldn't be able to survive, though.
Well, I know. This isn't talking about surviving.
It's just about, like...
about something I would be okay with eating.
But there's such a large variety of fruit.
Well, let's talk about this. There is no difference between a fruit and a vegetable. That is just a technical cooking term between the two.
That makes sense.
They are all one category.
They're all just things that grow.
They are all... I think they have a weird name for them. But they're all one category. Mm-hmm. And that's why people get confused between, like, tomatoes being a vegetable or a fruit. Because there is no difference. They're all the same thing.
Wow. And
then people just want to... Well, it's a technical term for cooking and, like, what is, like, sweeter and what's more...
Yeah, what
savory.
Works with what. Yeah. What has more sugar content, what's going to give you this, what's going to give you that.
Yeah. So overall, technically speaking, I would only eat fruit. Mm-hmm. But also, untechnically speaking, I would also eat...
vegetables.
Fruit. Because I would eat a couple types of vegetables. I'll eat corn.
Yeah. Corn, yes.
And I'll eat carrots.
Yes.
And maybe a Brussels sprout.
I love a good Brussels sprout.
Me too. I go in and out of phases of different types of vegetables. Mm-hmm. And I think I could be going into a phase of Brussels sprouts right now.
Oh.
But also, I don't have time to eat a Brussels sprout.
You just don't have time to put one in your mouth? Like...
I don't have time to cook a Brussels sprout.
That's true. Brussels sprouts can be annoying to cook because it's like...
You can steam them.
Overcook them or undercook. But steamed Brussels sprouts aren't that good.
I disagree.
That's how you like your Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
You like them steamed.
Let me tell you. I like just tasting foods as they are naturally. Mm. Just a raw Brussels sprout. Tasty. Just an apple. Yes.
Okay, that's an apple.
Who cares? It's the same category!
Yeah, but you said a raw Brussels sprout. Yummy. And then you said an apple. Yeah, obviously you're going to eat a raw apple. What are you going to do? Cook it?
Same thing with a fucking carrot. What's the difference? Come up with a counter argument now. We'll sit here and wait.
Hi, I'm Noel.
Hi,
I'm
Joseph.
Hey, I'm not done talking.
I thought we were doing a bit.
No.
Okay, keep going.
Exactly.
Okay. Anyways, great. Love produce. Do you have any? What's your favorite fruit? Watermelon?
Watermelon is a great fruit because it's literally water.
Watermelon?
Hydration?
Goes too hard.
Hydration?
Have you ever, like, threw a watermelon on the ground just to watch it explode?
No.
It's fun.
I don't waste food.
I do.
You were just over here talking about how we can't waste our resources, we need to eat our dogs, but you're gonna throw a watermelon.
I'd like to inform you that life's not that serious. If this world blows up, guess what? Everything's going with it. It doesn't matter that much.
but we need to eat our
like,
dogs.
we're all gonna die anyways. Just blow up the planet with us and kill all the animals on accident because you threw a watermelon on the ground. And blew it.
Not because you threw a watermelon on the ground. Wow.
Okay. People say baking is science. Cooking is not. Cooking is science.
Cooking is still science.
Everything is science.
Everything is science. Cooking is absolutely science. Cooking chicken, literally, it's supposed to be a specific temperature to know if it's cooked.
Did you know that people don't care? Did you know that people eat raw steak?
Yeah.
And why do people care about not eating dog?
Rare.
You're gonna eat a freaking raw cow, but you won't eat a fucking cooked dog?
I can't.
Why am I so heated?
I really want some dog. And then
I don't even eat meat.
The day that you're presented with dog to eat, you're gonna be like, ew, I don't want that.
No, I don't eat meat.
Because exactly.
I'm just complaining.
Right.
That's what I'm here to do. Do you have anything to say right now?
Baking?
Brownies. Oh, fuck yeah. I fucking love a brownie.
I love a brownie, too.
But also,
I haven't had a brownie in so long. Can we make brownies?
Yeah, I hate brownies.
Yeah.
I just don't
want chocolate. They can be too much. So you love brownies, but you hate brownies.
We should make brownies with white chocolate chips inside.
That would be pretty yummy, I think. White chocolate is not real chocolate.
I don't care. It's just adding
milk
extra
and
milk.
Sugar.
I know, but it's gonna add extra milk to the brownie. Well, I'm a dairy. Did you know that I'm a Dairy Queen? All hail to me, the Dairy Queen.
Do you make people shit?
Do I make people shit? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I say, sit there and shit on the floor. Well, I guess I'll just piss on the floor. Piss on the floor. Do you know that? You don't know that?
No.
I'm sorry.
Gastronomy.
I don't know that.
Do you know what that means?
Enlighten us.
Gastronomy. So it's gastronomy is I think that's what it's called. Culinary arts. You know the tiny plates? Or no, the big plates with the tiny food?
Yeah.
And it has steam and all this fancy stuff.
Can you
It's science. Gastronomy is food science. But where they use a bunch of science techniques to make these intricate dishes, like watermelon steam and stuff.
Wait.
Yes.
Thinking about steam. I'm gonna have steam, but in a different type of water form, because I have to pee in a moment.
What is that supposed to mean?
That means I have to pee, so move, and then we'll continue speaking.
Why is that steam in a different water form? That doesn't make any sense.
There's different forms of water: gas, liquid, and solid, and this is liquid.
Joseph has left to go to the potty. Meanwhile, I'm here talking about gastronomy. Actually, let's talk about food science. I know some people that are food science majors, and it's honestly so cool because you think about how food is nutrients and stuff, but also the compounds and stuff. It's really interesting stuff. But gastronomy, I think, is specifically using science to create culinary masterpieces and stuff like that. Oh, this is something that he'll like while he's gone. And I remember in 7th grade, we did this whole unit on gastronomy and specifically with French culinary artists and stuff, and some of the stuff that they were doing to incorporate science and things. And I remember they were talking about eating bugs. You know a bug? You like a little cricket?
Have you ever eaten one?
I have.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Joseph is back. He didn't piss his pants this time.
Don't talk to me.
But they were like, "Oh, bugs are so full of nutrients. We should eat them." And so some of these bakers were turning them into flour and making culinary they were pastry chefs, not anyways, we're making pastries out of them. Had a whole restaurant and stuff. And then I was telling this to my dad, and I was like, "Dad, I really want to eat a grasshopper or like a cricket or something. He's like, oh, I'll catch one for you. Then he told me that when he was younger, during the drought in Morocco, because he's from Morocco, they would eat bugs. Because that's all they had. Ecosystems! Anyways, gastronomy is a really cool thing.
Okay.
Using science to create these culinary art, like, works. Like, how do you turn an avocado into a wafer?
What the fuck?
That's what I'm talking about!
I don't even know what that means.
How do you turn an avocado into a wafer?
What does that mean?
That's gastronomy. Like, using science to take something that's one thing and turning it into another thing. It's all food and it's all edible.
Okay.
Like bubbles? You know how in the fancy places they'll have, like, bubbles that you can eat?
Yeah.
Gastronomy. Speaking of culinary, Gordon Ramsay.
What about him?
Why is he the face of, like, TV cooking?
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich what?
An idiot sandwich, Chef Ramsay.
Because if you think of, like, all the TV cooking shows, like the big ones, MasterChef, Chopped, like, well, I don't know if he was on that.
He wasn't.
Gordon Ramsay has, like, so many different cooking shows.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Next Level Chef. He has so many. Look it up right now.
No, I don't care.
Go see how many, like, different cooking shows Gordon Ramsay has. He has so many.
Okay.
But why? I feel like he's not the best.
He's the best for television.
Is he though?
Have you seen
I guess it's pretty funny.
Kitchen Nightmares?
You see Kitchen Nightmares, another one.
And
think
the
it's
one
just
where
really
he
dramatic.
renovates those restaurants.
Oh, what's the one like?
And like America's Worst Chef.
Yes.
And like
Bobby Flay, the one with Bobby Flay.
the what is that called?
America's Worst Home Chef.
Yeah, and then there's like the celebrity one too.
Yeah.
Like he's just quality entertainment. Like
he
the
is
other
good
ones are
entertainment.
giving, I'm gonna actually teach you how to cook, and he's
Right.
giving
I'm just gonna shit on
comedy
you.
with.
But the thing is, he's also a really good mentor.
He's a good entertainer and a good mentor.
Yeah,
That's why he's the.
Because
face
you
of
think,
cooking.
like, everyone just thinks he's, like, mean and, like, all that, but he's actually...
Oh my gosh, it sounds like someone else I know. It's me.
No, you're just fucking mean. Period.
Okay.
You're a mean girl.
Feet, episode 2.
If you haven't listened to it, make sure you go. Food trucks? I do. I feel like food trucks are one of the...
make me feel like a poor person.
Okay, me too. That's the thing. I feel like food trucks are one of the best inventions ever. And a lot of really good restaurants, like really quality food, have been doing food trucks. And it's a really great way for them to get around and let their stuff be known. But they're so expensive. But it makes sense because it's good food. You know? But sometimes it's like, it does not need to be this expensive. But I also feel like the vibe of food trucks is very, like, gentrification for some reason. But
really?
also
I
not.
was gonna say, I feel like food trucks gives poor people.
It gives LA. No, it gives LA. Like, it gives, like, I'm gonna take this on the road. Because here's the thing. It's very hard to be a successful food truck. Because it's hard to get, like, that customer base and stuff like that. But I feel like in the areas where there's a lot of successful food trucks are in very gentrified areas or very, like, LA, like, Soho areas, you know, that are really trendy and stuff. But I feel like a lot of cuisine is coming out of food trucks. And I wish that I had the opportunity to try a lot of things in food trucks. But I don't have the money for that. And there's also not a whole lot of food trucks around us.
There's food truck nights.
I know.
In the
I need to go
neighborhood.
to one of those.
Okay.
Are they good trucks?
I have no idea. I haven't been there in
'Cause,
3
like,
years.
Don't have a freaking food truck with, like...
Peanut butter and jelly.
Exactly. Well, actually, if it's gourmet peanut butter and jelly, I'd be there for it.
I've been at a food truck before. It was at my aunt's house.
Oh.
I don't know why she ordered an entire food truck for her own house. But she had this food truck. It was like a housewarming party.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, that makes sense.
Mac and cheese food truck.
That's cute.
They had the best mozzarella sticks I've ever had in my entire life. It was just a block of mozzarella, deep fried. Excuse me? Who allowed you to be that
No,
good?
literally. No, yeah, I like things like that. Like, that's so fun. Having a food truck at a party is so fun.
Okay. I prefer, just,
Catering?
catering.
And then they make it fresh. That's the thing.
I don't care.
I do love a good Mexican food truck.
Okay.
Nachos from a food truck?
Yeah.
Like good nachos, not like
But, like, why
nachos.
not just go to a restaurant? It's going to be cheaper.
Well, sometimes you're going home and you want to get some food, and whoa, look, there's a food truck right there.
That never happens.
Happens on campus.
Okay. Well, they're always in not college life.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go out of your way to go find food trucks.
Exactly. I wish they were more accessible. But I mean, if you live in like a city, like a busy city, you'll find more. Like, think about New York. They have food carts everywhere.
Food carts are not food trucks.
But there are also food trucks everywhere.
Okay.
Like,
But that's in the touristy areas, not in the areas that you live in.
So that's what I'm saying. They exist. People live in the touristy areas, though. You have to understand that.
Not very many.
People
it's not well, people do, but it's not a nice place to live.
Right. But people still are in those areas a lot. They work in those areas, There's things like that. Like, I feel like it's great for big city life, but you gotta have big city money.
Why not just a fast food restaurant?
It's not the same.
Fast food is
Yes.
the best invention for food ever created. That is called
It's also what's clogging your arteries.
money flow.
Yeah.
It's the way that me driving home from work every day is me contemplating if I should go get fast food or if I should just continue driving home and make my own food.
Right.
Typically, it's just me going home and making my own food.
Right.
But fast food is so good.
It gets old, though.
Actually, no. Fast food is disgusting.
Yeah.
Fast food is disgusting. But I love a good fast food.
Fast food is good. I think fast food is good, but it depends on how often you're eating it. That really makes, like, the difference.
Like a Chick-fil-A.
I love a good Chick-fil-A. I mean,
Like their
Chick-fil-A
food
is a corporation.
No,
I really
I
have
don't
to
like
stop
them as a
eating them. I don't like
corporation.
them. They're doing a lot of bad stuff actively.
But Chick-fil-A has a food source.
It's a great.
They have
source of food.
relatively healthy food at a convenient time.
But not so much a convenient price.
There's no such thing as that anymore.
That's true, because even McDonald's, you go to McDonald's and...
is the same price as Chick-fil-A at this point. They're maybe $1 or $2 cheaper.
Depends what you get.
What I always get, I get 12 count nugget at Chick-fil-A, or I get a 10 count at McDonald's.
And they're about the same.
And they are only a couple dollar difference.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
And that should be the cheapest thing on the menu. And they are literally...
Yeah, a 10-piece nugget at McDonald's is not cheap. You think it would be.
It is like $10 for a fry and a drink with that.
Yeah. But then you could get like 3 cheeseburgers for the same price.
Exactly.
Wow.
But also chicken is kind of hard to get right now.
But like,
We're in a
even
chicken
their
shortage.
McChicken is their McChicken's $1 or $2.
Well, guess what? I don't care to talk about
Anyways,
this right
yeah, me neither. Next topic.
now. Let me tell you.
Mhm.
My favorite thing to do in life. My happy place is grocery shopping.
Can't relate.
If I have time to just go, take a cart, take some bags, and just walk through the store and like browse the aisles and buy the things on my list, I'm happy.
That's because you have a list.
That's what grocery shopping is, Deb.
I know, but like you don't always have a list. For me, it's just stressful. I'm like, what do I need?
Oh, I keep a note on my phone that's constantly anything I ever need to buy. I have a list, and each store has its own section.
That's
So I know when I go to Walmart, I have to buy these 4 things. When I go to Target, I have to buy these couple things. When I go to Michael's, I have to buy this thing. When I go to blah blah blah, I have to go to this thing. And so, yeah, I love grocery shopping. It's so relaxing and calming. But also there's a little bit of excitement when all of a sudden there's like 8 carts and you're all like smashing each other into the walls with your cart.
What store are you going
and
to?
you're like watching people like kids like ride on the back of the cart, but then all of a sudden it flips because it's not heavy enough to hold it. Entertainment.
Yes, I love freedom.
That actually happened to me as a kid, and like a thing of cans flew on top of me.
You probably deserved it. There, I saw a post. I saw a post that was like, Walmart needs to have like a upper balcony level where you can just like watch people shop.
I agree.
Yeah.
I would have so much fun.
Yeah. Target wouldn't be as entertaining.
I agree.
Because Target is like, you're just gonna see the same thing of people buying things they don't need.
Walmart is just the best.
Walmart is great.
People hate Walmart. And
I love Walmart. Walmart is a great place.
Let me say this.
I love King Soopers.
People hate Walmart, and I hate people who hate Walmart.
Oh.
Because Walmart is elite. Here's another thing that's elite and supreme. Pringles. Pringles are the best food ever created on this planet. Like mankind made it. Like not produce or anything. But like Pringles? Excuse me. That is the best source of carb.
Okay, because Pringles are also like, how did you make that? Potato chips are normally just you slice up chips and you fry them, or you do whatever.
Here's what I think.
Pringles, they literally have to.
I think they ground it and then smash it into
and
a chip.
And then press it, and then it's like this whole. I watched this one baking competition show where it was like snack something, and they would have to like recreate snacks and whatnot.
Sure.
And the Pringles was so hard to do because you got to get the shape, you got to get the right color, you got to get the right bite, you got to get the right crispiness and stuff. And it's not just a fried potato like most chips are.
Exactly. And they're addicting.
But here's the thing with Pringles, I don't eat Pringles until I eat them. Like, I don't ever think about Pringles until I eat them. I am never like, oh, I really want some Pringles. Until somebody has Pringles and I put them in my mouth and I'm like,
my life
holy
is
shit.
Constantly like, I want Pringles.
Wow.
I don't live a day of my life without thinking about Pringles.
Wow. Did you eat those Pringles last night?
No, I didn't.
You're saving them for tonight?
For another day. Pringles are just elite. And I just can't.
That's how
they're too good. Like, when I die, bury me with Pringles.
I thought you wanted to be burned at the stake.
Well, I do. But if...
And then put your
light?
Ash?
No.
Put your ash in a Pringles can?
No. Instead of putting wood under me to light on fire, light Pringles on fire under me while I'm getting burned at the stake. So, in case if anybody was confused right then, when I die, so cremation is a way that that a lot of people in the modern times like to dispose of their body when they're dead. I personally find that to be a very appeasing idea. But also, why would I just want to get burned in a box? That's dumb. So, I want to get burned at the stake, because it's like cremation, but with a little bit of performance. So, all my friends and family can come to my funeral and watch me get burned at the stake. And everyone, I think it could be a little bit traumatizing. But at the same time, it could be really, like help people process.
Like, watching your dead body just...
Because, like, in your brain, when people die, you have to think, oh, like, that's just no longer a soul. But if you watch it happen...
You make a good... I've never thought about it like that.
I'm going to help people with their mourning process by watching watching me be burnt.
You might also just traumatize them.
But that's okay, because guess what? It's
But
me.
I guess you wouldn't be in pain because you'd already be dead.
Exactly.
So it's not like
we can make me a little sign. He's not in pain. He's dead.
Oh my god.
And that's burning with the Pringles.
He's not in pain. He's dead.
But wait. And then you get those. You get the. Wait, no, I have something really funny to say.
Okay.
You get those campfire color changers and you put that in with it, so it's my flames that I'm burning at the stake. It's just colors, gayness.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome.
Wow. Would you give people permission to eat you when you're dead?
Oh, please do.
You know, that's actually a thing that some people have tried to do, and trying to decide whether or not it's legal.
Eat my meat, use my my bones as something, use my skin as blankets.
Here's the thing, though. There's too much, like, there's not enough separation between the church and the government, like, in religion and government and stuff, that it's not legal, because in a lot of religions, like, that wouldn't be okay.
Did you know? No, man.
And so that's why it's not okay governmentally. That makes sense, I think.
Okay. Grapes.
Grapes are such a great thing to just pop in your mouth and crunch.
I love grapes.
I know, me too.
I eat grapes grapes are always the correct snack. There's never a time that grapes are not the correct snack.
Absolutely.
Okay, move that topic aside. Who the fuck decided that breakfast is breakfast? Breakfast foods are breakfast foods. Lunch foods are lunch foods. And dinner foods are dinner foods.
I think it's just marketing and culinary.
I don't like.
I don't.
You
know what? I don't really either. But then after, it's because now my body is used to being like, I need to eat something like this in the morning. And something like this in the evening.
Oh, I'm not like that. I wake up and eat pizza.
Oh, I do too. Oh, I absolutely do too. The other day I ate a turkey sandwich.
For breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop saying that. For breakfast? Who cares? You ate it in the morning?
Yes.
That's so nice. I'm so happy for you.
Also, here's the thing. Because I always say you should eat 3 meals a day.
Oh, I don't.
Because you're supposed to eat 3 meals a day or whatever. But I feel like there's too much debate because different cultures do things differently. And if you really think about it, eating 3 meals a day, I saw something on this, is such a colonial, like, colonization ideal.
Here's what I have to say.
Because they were the ones who were eating 3 meals a day, and now it's been regular to be like 3 meals a day because it would be built into like your work schedule and stuff like that, and that's when you would eat. And now that's like the norm. But really, that's just white shit.
Here's what I have to say. Why do we care about what other people are when the people are eating?
Literally.
Mind your business. Let me eat my dog.
But I mean, it's okay.
Go eat your fucking 3 meals a day.
It's a matter of making sure you're eating enough, though, because most people don't eat enough.
Well, yes. The 3 meals a day is a good thing so that you know that you're eating enough food.
Mm-hmm.
If that's a thing that you have an issue with, then that's a good thing.
But it should really be eat when you're hungry, but still make sure that you're eating everything you need to eat.
Like, I personally just eat snacks throughout the day.
But are you getting everything that you need?
Yes, because my snacks are like, I'm going to eat a chicken sandwich.
Gotcha.
That's a snack. And then, like, later I'll eat, like, a can of Pringles. And then I'll eat, like, an entire bag of grapes. And then...
I can't do that. I am, like, I enjoy eating, but at the same time...
It depends on what I'm eating.
I don't enjoy eating. I think, when I'm at school and I only have access to, like, dining hall food and stuff, I'm only eating because I have to. Because it gets to a point where I'm not eating for enjoyment anymore. I'm eating purely for fuel.
That's me when I'm busy.
Right. So that's like a busy thing. But for me, it's so much easier to eat when I'm busy. Like when I have a full schedule. Because I'll go throughout the week. I know that I have to have breakfast at this. I know that I'm going to have lunch in between this time and this time. And I know that I need to eat dinner between this time and this time.
Yeah.
Like I know that I have to eat those 3 things when I have a full schedule. And I fit it into my schedule. But then the weekend comes, and if I don't have, like, something that I'm doing, like, actively, like, I don't know when to eat. I'm like, okay, I'll just eat when I'm hungry. But because I'm not dancing in the morning, I'm not moving as much on the weekends, I'm just, like, not hungry. And then I get stressed out because I'm not eating enough. But then I also feel like I'm eating too much.
My body tells me if I'm not eating enough. If I don't eat enough, my stomach hurts, A. B, option B, they're not the same. They're like, these could be things that could happen. I get a headache, and then I can typically tell if I have a headache, why I have a headache. Is it because I didn't drink enough water? Is it because I didn't eat enough food? Or is it because... I don't remember the third reason. And then I'll go through the things and decide what to do to fix it. And typically it's eating or drinking that's the issue.
Yeah. That's what... Whenever I get a headache, I always try to drink more water first and then eat something.
I agree.
That's always what I do.
Unless if I specifically know, I haven't eaten a lot today. I'll go and eat something.
Right. And then I automatically And, like, I wait a long time before taking, like, headache medication or anything.
Oh, I don't. I immediately take it.
Which is so much smarter because then I'm just in pain. And it's not always food and water.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like it's so much easier for me to eat enough or eat a decent amount when I know that I need to have my 3 meals because I'm constrained in time. Does that make sense?
I'm sure it does. I just wasn't listening.
Okay. Yeah, because on the weekends I'm like, I don't know.
So to round out our episode today,
Is that it?
what is your favorite dessert? Let's finish it with a dessert.
Oh my gosh, I had a dessert section on here. Cause I said desserts. I always like to end, like, whenever I have a meal and it's savory, I like to have something sweet after, even if it's like a fruit or like a juice or
I'm
something.
out of my phase of eating sweets all the time.
I don't like to eat sweets all the time.
I can only eat a sweet maybe once or twice a day.
Oh, never mind. I like to eat a lot of sweets. I just have a sweet tooth, but I feel like sometimes after something really savory, I need something sweet. It doesn't have to be a big thing, like even just a bite of something sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And that does it for me. But okay, you start first with your favorite dessert. I have to think.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake is a really solid dessert.
Cheesecake or ice cream?
Cheesecake
or
or
both.
ice cream? I like tiramisu
Mm-hmm.
and ice cream, I think. Ice cream is such a good dessert because
It's always perfect.
There's so much variety, too.
It could be savory, it could be sweet.
That is true.
And it's dairy.
Because
you know what I am? I'm the dairy queen!
But it doesn't have to be dairy either.
Whatever.
But it's perfect because, like, if you want something fruity, you can still have ice cream. If you want something chocolate, you can have ice cream. If you want something just sweet and creamy, ice cream.
Exactly.
Wow.
Well, anyways, I love eating, and so do you.
Here's the thing. Food is a love language. If you really think about it, food, culturally, socially, is a love language. Like, we need it to survive. We're all going to eat food. Future food. Is this something I want to get into? I'm going to get into it.
No, please
Okay.
don't. We already had an hour
Okay,
of footage.
I'm not going to get into it. But, like, food is really what brings the world together. And in so many cultures, you can see that. People coming together through food. Because it's something we all need and rely on. I'm not going to end every episode with saying something like
well, you just
inspirational
did. And
stuff.
that's our episode. So make sure to eat your dog and say hi to your mom for me. Have a good day. And this was...
Okay!
Have a wonderful day.